Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit kind of different video. I kind of came up with this idea because I really have been finding products lately that are completely goof proof. And when I say that, it's like these are products that I think a makeup beginner would be so happy with, or just anyone who doesn't want to be super careful when doing their makeup. We all have like those blushes or those bronzers or highlighters or powders that when we tap our brush into them, we have to be careful because of the pigmentation. Or if it's a powder, we don't want to apply too much because we're going to look super cakey. We got to be careful with it. These are products that you don't have to be careful with. And these are all face products. So I really just wanted to share these 5 things with you guys because I just feel like if you are someone who is beginning with makeup, or like I said, you're just someone who on a daily basis doesn't want to have to think about, am I being careful enough, like getting too much in to the product, like as you're getting ready for work or something. These products are just easy and they are 100% goof proof in my opinion. So let's just go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so like I said, these are all face products and these are all things that I have loved and used on a regular basis. So let's just start off with the first thing. This is the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation. I am obsessed with this powder. I've talked about it a bunch. And the reason that I love this is because of the Stay Matte But Not Flat claim. So it is like this. It does come with a mirror, but I love this powder because it is impossible to look cakey when you're using this. So it does have that Stay Matte But Not Flat claim to it. So it's a pretty opaque face powder because it is a powder foundation, but it gives the skin this beautiful look without looking cakey. So I absolutely love this powder. You can use a sponge with it, you can use a brush, and really just kind of like pile this powder on and you don't look like you have a powdery face. So I absolutely love this powder. This is my favorite like touch-up powder because for that reason, sometimes throughout the day as you touch up and you put powder on top of oil or whatever, it tends to look a little cakey, but with this, it doesn't do that. So I think if you're someone that just wants to pile the powder on and not think about it, like that's how I am, you will love this because it is impossible to look cakey. Okay, so the next thing is a bronzer, and this is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, and I do have the shade Light Bronzer, and I believe there's another shade like a medium or something. So it just comes like this. Smells like coconuts, so beautiful. It's a very smooth bronzer, and it has a really nice tone to it. It's very light, you really like can't even see it. But the powder is so finely milled and it's very like almost creamy to where it doesn't look splotchy, it doesn't look too much. It is just perfect. Like some bronzers are just so pigmented and powdery and intense that when you like tap your brush in, you got to make sure to tap your brush off, or you know, really just not use too heavy of a hand. Where with this, I know I can use this on a daily basis and just throw my brush in there and then bronze the face and not have to worry because it goes on really smooth without looking too much. So basically that's like the theme of this. None of these are too much products. So I absolutely love that, but this is just a really great product. It is drugstore. Physicians Formula can be a little bit more pricey, so I would definitely wait for like a coupon or a sale or something. Okay, so for highlighter, I have from Wet n Wild the bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana. This is so beautiful. I've talked about this a lot on my channel as well. You get a whole bunch of product and for like $5. So again, this is supposed to be a bronzer, but really it is a highlighter. And I love this product so stinking much because it is a very light toned powder and it does give a really pretty sheen to the skin, but it has no shimmer in it, no glitter, nothing like that. It just looks very healthy to where you can really like pile this product on as highlighter and it's not going to look like crazy because it is pigmented, but it's not overly pigmented and it's just the right amount of powderiness. So I really love that about this product and I love how big it is. And again, it just gives a really nice sheen without, you know, like don't get me wrong, I love a good highlight. I love a good Becca highlighter, a Laura Geller, like love them. However, on a daily basis, when I'm at work, do I really want to be wearing something that's like super highlighted on my face? Not all the time. Sometimes yes, not all the time. So for this is just like the perfect product for that because in the morning I can just be really, you know, kind of like sloppy with it almost, and it just makes my skin look very healthy and have a very natural looking like glow from within. So I absolutely love that product. So the last two things I have to talk about are blushes, and one is a cream and then the other one is powder. So the cream one is from Maybelline, and this is the Dream Bouncy blush. This is in the shade Peach Satin. These are like so old school and so good. I absolutely love these. So for a cream blush, they are so goof proof though, because normally cream blushes, like the Makeup Revolution palette that I have, you gotta be careful. You can, or like the e.l.f. ones, beautiful, but again, very pigmented, so you gotta use a really light hand. With this, you could totally like get all up in it, squish it around, and you're like, whoa, that's a lot of blush. But sheared out, like there's the swatch, and then once you blend it, it just blends in so beautifully and natural looking. Like, and I mean, I was swirling my finger in there, and there's not a whole bunch of product coming out. So I love that. I love that you can just be kind of fast and sloppy with it, and you don't have to think, and it just gives your skin this really nice peachy flushed look to it. The other colors are pretty similar in that sense. They all have the same formula, but this peach one I really like. I think it looks really natural on the skin. So that is what I just love about all these products, is the fact that you can be so like not thinking about it and just use however much product you want, and it will still just look really natural and beautiful. Okay, so the last product are powder blushes from Wet n Wild. Now these are the Ombre blushes. So I do have all three of them. I have the Princess Daiquiris. Whoop, let me not blind you guys. Mai Tai Buy You a Drink. And then I have in a purple haze as well. I did a whole video on these back when they first came out. But now these are a little bit different than the typical ColorIcon blushes. The typical ColorIcon blushes are smooth, super pigmented, like beautiful drugstore blushes for like $4. You cannot beat them. These, again, really beautiful. However, they're not as like pigmented as the ColorIcon original ones. So with that comes a little like less careful you have to be. So the Princess Daiquiris I think is the most like goof proof one, because it is this like light peach color. It's right there on my ring finger. Really pretty, and it doesn't swatch like the greatest, but on the skin it looks really nice. And again, you don't have to think that much when using this. You can just like swirl your brush and go for it. You don't gotta be like, okay, tap, tap. Like you just can be thoughtless, which I love. And then Mai Tai Buy You a Drink is another really pretty one that is very goof proof. This one's a little bit deeper, so depending on your skin tone, it just depends, you know, which one you would like. But they all have these really pretty like shift to them, like a little bit of shimmer in it. So it can double as a highlight as well. But again, the pigmentation of the highlight piece and the blush piece is not over the top, so you don't have to be careful when using it, because it's not like you're gonna get too much color or too much highlight. No matter how much product you use, you get a great balance. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. I know it was like a kind of different concept, but these products I just feel like are really goof proof and easy to use, and I just wanted to share them with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!